Good morning, everyone. This is Carlos from OmegaVus Trend and the Forecast Mastery. So, welcome back. Another follow-up video on the swing trading setup that we've been holding for a couple of probably the last week and the beginning of the week as well. And just to give you kind of a follow-up on the same concept of the forecasting level. So, just think about it again. I'm providing a roadmap, kind of a Google map, if you will, as where the market most navigates around and expand from. In this case would be the zones, as you can see right here. I haven't changed them. I haven't touched anything with the only exceptions of adjusting potential targets. And right now I'm aiming for a retake of the 25 to 78 and 25 to 35, right? 25 357, I'm sorry, and 25 to 78 to 357. Those are the two swing targets that we should be aiming for. Looking forward today. Look at the OT today. It's beautiful, right? Now, the VIX hasn't been on the sell side strength that we're looking for, 200-300%. So, in other words, this is just getting started. You see the Nasdaq all lit up into the full mode. And what we see balance is, you see, what we're talking about balance is anywhere from M1 all the way to M15 matches up the strength and commitment from M30 all the way to daily. Very simple, right? If you take a closer look at crude oil, it's somewhat slightly bullish, but taking a little bit of a break, but overall it's still bullish, right? So YM, it's slightly bullish, but unbiased. You see the middle point, there's not much fuel behind the movement right there. So we should not be tampering with those. Russell, mostly bullish. That could be setting up perfectly for a potential long position. SPY and QQQ, for those of you trading the ETF and options, it's all about buying buying call options, selling puts. Other than that, we got platinum on the way up, absolutely bullish. Apple on the buy side of things, absolutely great. The other ones that I don't have it here, but Netflix is also showing some good intention of a buy side, right? So all in all, looking for great opportunities to the long side. From the news reports, today we have FOMC minutes. Now, 2 o'clock is going to be absolutely key. The market will basically interact based on that minutes, but it's kind of an interesting point. There's been some sort of leak into what the Feds most likely are doing. Basically, they're not going to hike up interest rate and all that stuff, and it's all fueling the market behind the whole thing. It's interesting that, having said that, since the beginning of the morning, you can see here 9:30, 10, the FOMC speaking engagement, they're probably going to preparing everyone of what the minutes will probably going to come out. Reason why of such a huge impact on the fuel of the market to the upside. However, it's 10:26 a.m. Be prepared for 2 o'clock. You will see a little bit of a traction or retraction from the market and potentially consider itself either into the buy side and complete the cycles into the 25 to 78 and 25 357 on the Nasdaq. On the MES, I'm holding that position, and this is something that I shared with you yesterday. Please go check the video below so you see that this is not pulling this out of my ass. I'm just actually providing forecasting before it happens. I don't know how many people out there are actually doing this, but I don't care if it happens or not, right? I'm just trusting the system, providing the output and following along as much as I can. Now, I'm going to keep doing this on YouTube specifically for a little bit, but this is time consuming. It's going to be gated on our private community that we're planning to build as a collective. So a lot of clients and previous clients, they basically are very interesting of me considering relaunching our trade service, but I'm not into trading. It's just forecasting and analysis so that you, the potential professional traders, have more flexibility and insights to make the trades even better for you. Hope that kind of makes sense. So that's the whole point of what I'm trying to pull here. So this, based on what we talked yesterday, the market sold off yesterday. Yeah, the market just fade out. It stopped me out on the trail stop. Not big deal. I didn't short it. I missed it. Short-term trading would have been good. I actually provided a play for that. Some of you took it. Great job. But I was seeing the long-term perspective of the whole move, and that is basically on the 4-hour chart and on the daily chart right here. And that move right here, even though it's an outside bearish bar, it was fueled by some sort of a kind of a nuance that came out of the blue. It wasn't the time that it happened. It was kind of weird. There was nothing fueling the market behind it. So for me, it was more of a positioning from the big players to the perceived potential output that was coming today and tomorrow with the unemployment claims, which is going to be at 8:30 tomorrow. So very important. We got to be very careful tomorrow. It's one of the most expected reports, and it's backed up again by the Federal Chairman Powell speaking at 8:30 and 8:33. So rest assured, for whichever the type of trader you are, I'm not going to be trading. I'll wait for the market to assimilate the move. It's going to be massive. If you're really, really, really high risk and you love the concept, but you got a really good timing, that's going to be a great opportunity for you. Pay attention to the OT. It's going to show you exactly who's going to be feeling the market, and you can scout the crap out of it in that 1 to 5 minutes increments and be done for quite a while. All right. So anyways, long story short here, these are the targets that I'm aiming for: 68.13, 68.02, and 67.93. We were about to hit that level right there. So I am placing an exit of one contract right here. And yes, I got you. I understand it's micro contract, not impressive for many of you. That's fine. I'm not trying to impress anybody in terms of the amount of money that you can make, but this could be translated into a potential swing trading for mini contracts. I'll try to show you how this looks in a moment. Give me a second. All right. For the sake of protecting the account a little bit, I want you to pay attention to what this looks like when you are actually trading mini contracts on it. So again, this is not a real account, however, but it's a research account, and it has other stuff going behind it that I have no control. It's not my account. It's a running test ground for a portfolio that we're building together as a collective in a private sector. But anyway, all I want you to pay attention is the fact that you see these are position tradings, right? So these are things that are definitely in the scope of how beneficial when you trade multiple contracts, right? So you got the crude oil here. We're waiting for that. I'm going to come back to that in a moment. Between trading, it's looking heavy. Really nice. Taking a while, but we're playing the game, long game there. 6 contracts on the NQ. I need to close some of these positions at this point. On this one, I've been holding it for quite a while. We don't have the ES, so it should be on ES anyways, but we got crude oil here. YM on the sell side of things, and we pay attention to the YM just going back into the other side now. All right, if we pay attention to the YM is going into the sell side right now, so that means I should be looking to close this position because I'm shorting it, and it's time for look for a potential reversal in it. However, I just want you to see that the potential is here, and there's no big difference other than the fact that if you got more funds and you got capability of pulling this off, then this is what you can do. Some of you trade mini, some others don't have the capabilities of doing so. They move into micros. The potential is still the same, right? And for the sake of I've been showing you, this is a micro contract account that we started earlier that last week. And these are all micros, and we can have a really decent return if you pretty much know what to look for, right? You just need to treat it right in the right concept, respect the risk assessment. In this case, I'm swing trading, so that's all there is to it, right, on that part. All right, so now that we touch base on that, let me go back into the crude oil, and this is the position. And again, check the video below and the previous posts. This is a position I've been waiting for quite a while. It basically just started to move. It hit one of the targets of expectancy, so it's time to liquidate some of those positions, meaning one of those three. Next one is here. The other one is in synergy zone 1, 2, and 3. I'm actually, again, trying to go for a massive swing to the upside, which now I need to assess at this point based on what I've been expecting from the market. It's been a while, and I've been doing a lot of analysis for quite a while. So, but this one is on a 4-hour chart. It's taking a little bit, and you probably already know if you've been following since a couple of days back. This is a trade that we've been holding for, almost a week, and there you go. Pretty decent, no problem whatsoever. So it's time for me to tie it up right here. So I'm gonna use the prior swing low. That's the target, and that's the trail stop. Some positions are off. The next one would be zone 1, zone 2, and zone 3. The next here is, excuse me, it's kind of a byproduct, right, of the analysis. If they take that 6360 area, I should expect a little bit of a bounce and then continue into the zone where I'm going to be closing another one of those positions, right? But this is basically all it matters to us, right? Right now, I'm aiming for continuing on. Let me go to a 1 hour. You can see it better. This is the position that we're after, right? So I'm going to trail the stop a little bit higher, and I'm using the prior zones and levels as my trail stop sectors as well, right? So I only have 2 contracts here. The next one is going to be around the 25-78. At least that's the plan. We'll take a closer look. NT is all bullish, ES bullish as a leading indicator for the NQ, and VIX is starting to get negative right in there. This looks absolutely great, and the opportunities are awesome. I see a great opportunity potentially on gold, so I'm going to go into micro gold, moving into a 15-minute chart. This seems to be absolutely great. I'm going to take a trade setup here. I'm going to put my trail stop on the swing low for now. Let me go and do my analysis a little bit for a moment. All right, on micro gold, this is the suggested stop until the high is taken. This is an in-between, basically decision point, if you will. So the targets are, as I'm showing you right now in front of you, 40.69, 40.74, 40.78, 40.81, 40.86. This 78 turning itself into a slingshot. All right, so that's going to be the aim of the targeting in this one, and we're going to be hoping for the best as we see it fit. All right, so nothing else at this matter. Everything looks nice. This can change a little bit. No big deal for me. I'm not timing the entry. I see already the opportunity. Prices kind of came down this low. It didn't took the prior swing low. That's a bullish outlook. And they already broke outside the confines of the zone, and they kind of close above it. So this is a bullish tendency, and I can see OT at 300 overall percent to the upside. That is driven and sustained by big players, and I'm just following their footstep. Now, in order for me to allow that to work out, I need to assess the range of unbiased or playground where they go and place the stops and do all that shenanigans. So that's why my stuff has to be there until that 40.69 preferably is being taken and closed above it. Then I can move. At that point I can move from here to the bottom of the zone, or even to break even, which I'm probably going to do, and close at least half of those position and leave the remaining one into the target of the 40.78. There you go. That's my take on this one. In the meantime, I'm going back and keep. You see that target is being hit right there at 67.93 by the tick. Are the slingshots a beauty, right? If you want to learn anything, how to calculate and reveal the slingshots on any type of market whatsoever, you can just check the description below and schedule a call, and maybe you might be interested in learning this skill set of forecasting and price action predictions, right? So we can just hop on a call, see where you're at, no pressure at all. Yes, it's a program. I'm not going to insult your intelligence trying to say that it's not, but overall, it's an opportunity for you to understand how you are able to predict and create all these beautiful predictions and levels, and be in awe how they actually evolve just in front of your eyes. It's insane. So anyway, I'm really proud of it. I've been doing it for 29 years and teaching it. So just in case, it might be something up your alley. All right, with that being said, that's all for today. Following along, we just broke a massive zone on the top side. The sell-off, remember, support 1, 2, and 3. This is a couple of days. We waited, we went long of it, we're holding, and now we're aiming for the 278 and preferably the 235 area. 25,350, I'm sorry, 25,350 to 56 area. Those are the main goals right now. And the ES, we just hit the 793, 802, and 813 is the big swing trade that I'm going to be going after. And this is all based on 4-hour charts, because that's what I like to follow, right? Let me know how the OT is helping you. If you haven't used the OT yet, you're missing a lot. You have a system in place that might be really good and it's perfect. You're just missing focus on what to do. And perhaps even that market that you're trading is not tradable today. For example, crude oil is a little bit mixed right now, right? Even though I'm doing a swing trading, but as of today, you're a day trader. Crude oil is a market that you should not be participating. Look, it's mixed, right? You've got sellers on the top, buyers on the bottom. It's mixed. Don't even waste your time. Maybe move into gold, right? Perhaps Russell is getting started, right? Or move all along into the E-mini S&P. It really doesn't matter. So that way your focus shift into those that bring you real opportunity, and then you execute your trade setups on top of that. You're just getting validation of the OT, and then you execute your system the way that it is intended to be used. Again, you don't need to change your trading system. You just need to validate it, confirm it, and identify when the opportunities are mostly in your side, and perhaps understand that maybe that market is not the good choice for you that day, and you should be staying away from it. Go do something else. But if you're focused on doing trading, the OT will show you which instrument you should be focused on, and then apply your techniques in that one, and you back again into the game with a high probability opportunity in your hands. With that being said, this is Carlos, and I'll see you on the next video.